Hockey is full of dynamic duos. You had Gretzky and Curry, the Sedins, Phil Kessel, Hot Dog. But I think the most famous duo of all time in hockey, Don Cherry and Ron MacLean. Gentlemen, thanks for joining me.
You notice you don't say Bobby Orr in anybody. He was with, you could have put anybody with him. And
Except to say, Larry Robinson said he's the most difficult guy he ever played with, because he said, I had no idea what he was doing. He was like a genius out there, but I couldn't read off him if I tried.
There's nobody like Bobby Orr. How do we get on
So what was the question? Yeah.
What was the question?
I think we were talking about partnerships there.
Partnership.
Right.
And the
You're right. Bobby Orr is hard to play with, and so is Don.
Yeah. Same thing. I like to consider myself Bobby Orr. I like it on the TV.
The Bobby Orr broadcast.
Yeah.
I love it. So how many years working together now has it been for you guys?
I don't know.
33.
I like how you knew, he didn't know.
33?
This is our 33rd season. I used to think, Trent, Don, you know, what's he got? 5 years, the way he has his neck in a noose every Saturday night. And here we are 33 bloody years
Still
later.
going.
Did you guys know straight out the gate that it was a partnership that was going to work?
Well, I knew I'd work. I didn't know if he'd work. I was from West. What a twerp you were at the start. No, you got to admit.
Well, of course.
What is it about the partnership that you think works?
Well, it's me. Let's face it. I could be with Denny Dimwit. And
Trent, you can ask 100 questions. The answer is because I'm the star, because I'm great, because Don will have the same
look at the jacket.
answers. I don't know why you're
Come on.
Yeah.
This is Newfoundland tartan.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. That's pretty sweet.
I would say, Trent, that's the truth of the matter is Don gave great interviews with or without me.
So I'm curious to see, like, how well do you know each other? Does Don have any superstitions?
He builds his world around no eating. For Coach's Corner, the day of the game, he doesn't eat. He goes on hungry. He has loaded up with caffeine, and then he...
Ready to go.
That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
So what superstitions does Ron have, Don?
No, I can't think of any. He's just a pure, wonderful boy.
Yeah.
Don, I got a confession. We talked to a couple of the NHL alumni last night, and I said, boy, talking to Cherry tomorrow, I said, he seems like a tough cookie. He seems like a tough customer. And I got lots of advice on how to navigate it. But I got to admit, man, you weren't the pit bull I thought you were going to be.
No,
you're charming and lovely.
Well, you didn't cross me.
That's why we put you over there.
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thanks very much. Really appreciate
Okay,
it.
Trent,
Trent,
Thank you so much, sir. Thanks.
Don only wishes he had 22 minutes.
Yeah, you're not kidding. That's one thing about this thing. I love it. You can see I ramble.
Want more 22 minutes? Click here to subscribe now, then watch some more of our videos. It's more fun than washing the dishes or folding the laundry combined.